Hello and welcome to Bon Appetito in the Kitchen with Bunny. Today I'm going to show you a really simple, delicious stuffing that you can cook without having to make a whole turkey and stuff it inside. This is the alternate version. It's going to taste just like you made it inside a turkey, except you're not. It'll make enough for a whole 13 by 9 pan. And the trick to this recipe is using turkey wings. We're going to fry them, brown them on both sides, and then assemble our stuffing and place the wings on top of the stuffing so that all the turkey juice bakes inside that stuffing. So that is the trick. It's delicious. It tastes just like you made it inside a turkey. So let's begin. What I did was I took about 22 slices of bread and I cubed them and toasted them. We'll actually bake them on 275 in the oven for about 40 minutes so that they're nice and toasted. So I did that already, and I put them on 2 baking pans. So the next step is we're going to fry our turkey wings. So I bought about 3 pounds of turkey wings. I asked my butcher to just separate them at the bone. They're patted dry and they have been salted. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to brown them nicely on both sides to get them going. And they're going to cook for about 4 to 6 minutes per side. You don't have to cook them all the way through because they're going to bake in the oven on top of the stuffing. So you don't have to worry about that. You're just going to get them nice and brown. So in my pan, my saute pan, I have about 2 tablespoons of vegetable oil. I'm waiting for that to heat. You want it nice and hot so you can get a nice coloring on these wings. I preset my oven to 375. I raised it from 250 that I baked my bread in. So now I raised it. The oven is preheated. So we are going to fry these wings up. Let me get my bowl ready. This is my stuffing bowl. And while I'm waiting for that to heat, I'm just going to go over some key ingredients. I have about 1.5 cups of onions. I have about 1 cup of celery. And for this recipe, we have dried cherries and some pecan halves that I had cut, finely chopped rather. I have 3 eggs. I have sage. Now you can use fresh sage, which I have, or dried. And you can use fresh thyme or dried thyme. It's your choice. There really is no difference for this recipe. We also have 2.5 cups of chicken broth. And we have Jimmy Dean sage sausage, which I love for this recipe, 1 pound. You can use any sausage you like. This is one that I recommend. It tastes so good in this stuffing. Salt, pepper, butter, that's about it. Everything you see here is for our stuffing. So our pan is hot now. So I am going to go ahead and add my turkey wings. Okay. So again, you're going to brown them 4 to 6 minutes per side. Get my chicken broth. One of the reasons why I love this recipe is I happen to love the way stuffing tastes when you're stuffing that turkey on Thanksgiving, but unfortunately, you don't get much in that cavity. So you're stuck really with just a little bit of stuffing. With this recipe, you're getting a whole pan and it is like it was cooked inside that turkey. It's so good. So that's the real reason why I love this recipe. And again, you don't have to cook a whole turkey. You still have that great taste. So it's a fabulous recipe. You can make it any night of the week. You can make it on Thanksgiving so you have a whole pan of it, which I plan on doing. And you can experiment. You don't like, there's different options you can use. If you don't like cherries, you can use raisins. Pecans, if you don't like pecans, you can use walnuts. There's so many different flavors you can add to this. It's really finding out what you like and trying it. We have about 2 minutes left till I turn them. Just gonna go ahead and add a little more salt to these wings. Before I turn them, let's check. Okay, they're getting nice and brown. Perfect. You want that golden brown color. Perfect. Okay. And I'm gonna just salt the other side now. And while that's cooking, I'm going to, my bread has cooled. I'm going to add that to a bowl. And I'm also gonna mention, this cookie sheet, you're gonna place underneath your baking dish because that'll help the bottom of your stuffing to not burn and for it to evenly heat. So that's a really good tip, to make sure you have a cookie sheet underneath your baking pan. Okay. Coming along nice. Pepper, thyme. Okay. Got about a minute left, and I'm gonna check these wings. They're almost done. Again, you're not cooking them all the way through. You're just giving them a really nice browning. Perfect. These ones are good. Okay, these are ready to come off. So you're just going to put them on a dish. Lower your flame just a little bit. And we are going to cook our sausage with sage. So you're just going to add that to that pan that's already nice and hot. And it's already got some of that turkey going in there. And then you're going to take just a wooden spoon and break it up. It smells so good. I'm going to keep breaking that up. Make sure you have a paper towel lined plate ready to drain the sausage on so all the grease drains off. This cooks pretty fast. And you can use any sausage you like. Jimmy Dean, I find, has a really great flavor for stuffing. But there's tons of varieties out there. There's a maple one that's really good too. But for this, I do like the sage. Almost done. Just want to cook it till you don't see any pink left. Because again, this will finish cooking in the oven. All right. You're going to lower your flame. And you're going to just assemble this onto your plate. Okay, what's left in this pan builds flavor. So I have some turkey drippings in here and this sausage fat. So that's going to build a nice flavor. So you want what's left in this pan to stay in this pan. Don't wash it out. You're going to use this. So to this pan now, I'm going to let this cool and drain. Next to my turkey wings. So now to this pan, I'm going to add 4 tablespoons of butter. And you're going to bring that temperature back up to medium. This butter is going to start to foam. When it's completely melted and nice and foamy, you're going to go ahead and add your onions and celery mixture. And you're going to cook it till the vegetables are nice and soft. You don't want to brown them. You just want them to be soft. So probably about 10 minutes should do it. All that flavor is in this pan right now. And once those vegetables are soft, we'll glaze the pan with some chicken stock and get up all those delicious bits of sausage and turkey bits in this pan. All right, we're going to add our onions. And celery. Might need another tablespoon of butter. So let me get that. Okay. You just want to make sure that the vegetables are coated. You don't want them dry because you want them to saute down to a nice soft texture. Perfect. Okay. And you just stir it and wait for them to soften. Again, you're not looking to brown. You're just looking for them to become soft. another minute or two and this will be done. Yeah, this looks good. We are going to add some thyme, about a tablespoon of thyme, about a tablespoon of chopped sage, again, fresh or dried, whichever you have or whatever you prefer. Some pepper, and salt. I'm going to stir that. And to this, you're going to add 1 cup of your chicken broth. And you're going to stir that around, and that's going to deglaze this pan. It's going to get up all those little bits of sausage and turkey. Smells so good. I'm going to turn this off, and we're going to add this mixture to our bread mixture. Do it this way. Perfect. We're just going to mix. Wonderful. Okay. Next step, we're going to take 3 eggs in a medium-sized bowl. And you're going to whisk together. And you're going to add the rest of your chicken broth. I like to save a little. Going to add some salt and pepper. And if there's any juice from these turkey wings, pour that in as well. Yeah. Your cherries, your pecans, your sausage, my favorite. You're going to stir. you're going to add this in. Stir. Okay. You just want to get it all mixed together. You don't want to over stir. You just want to incorporate it all. Now, your baking dish, I used butter, and I greased my baking dish with butter, even the sides. We're going to take some foil, and we are going to cover this with foil, and we're going to bake it for about an hour. Okay. Again, 375 is the oven temperature for about an hour. See you back in an hour. Okay, so our stuffing has been cooking for a little over an hour. And we're going to pull it out now, and you're going to see the finished product. Okay. Here we go. So what you're going to do is take out these turkey wings, and you can use them any way you'd like. We're going to discard them right now because the whole purpose of cooking the turkey wings on top is to have all the juice from the turkey soak into that stuffing. Wow, that looks and smells so good. And here you go. Here is the finished product, our homemade turkey stuffing that was not cooked inside a turkey, but tastes exactly like it was. Enjoy. See you next time.